Hello and welcome. What is going on? The con of not drinking. The buzz. Buzz. Ooh, I can't wait to get buzzed tonight. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? You can get a buzz naturally. And guess what? Hey, Andrew, what is going on? You can do it naturally. And one of the ways, before I get in and dive deep into, I didn't tell Instagram what this is all about, but this is the 10 pros and cons that I just came up with on a list of quitting alcohol. And so we're going to dive in, and I will share with you that I really just couldn't come up with 10 cons. Okay. So if you think you're going to miss the buzz, there are way better ways to get the buzz, like natural. What's up, Jeff? My new friend in Wales, I believe you said. Can I share with them what you did tonight, Jeff? Cold water emerging into something else. Woo! All right, what's up, guys? My name is Karen Kane, and I am sober. And it's not my first time rodeo, and that's why I show up today, because if I can help somebody who is a lot like I was, I will just show up and suit up, and I will share my experience, strength, and hope, because man, what a life of crap, of misery and happiness. So Jeff, actually, he was doing cold showers, and he said he saw some of my videos about ice baths and cold water, and he got inspired, and he did an ice bath tonight. And his description of it was perfect. He was like, kind of like surrendering into that meditative state, which is the parasympathetic nervous system that really just calms you down. It's really amazing. And then when you get out, you have this natural high. So talking about the slight buzz that you get from drinking alcohol, you can get a really amazing high from an ice bath. Believe it or not, yes. Even cold water. I literally get in cold water twice a day, sometimes even 3 times a day, just to get that so yeah. If you think you're going to miss that buzz, there are natural highs. And that's really what I tap into, and I help my clients tap into, because you don't know what you don't know, right? Until you know. And that's what I'm all about. So we've got 10 pros. Do you guys want to hear the pros or the cons first? Which ones do you want to hear? Or do you want me to bounce it back? But like I said, I didn't come up with 7 cons. I tried. Hi, John. Nice to see you. Okay. So how do you guys want me to do it? Do you want to let me know how you want me to do it? Because that would be cool. What's up, everybody? Hey, Kevin. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I have some really quick little info to share with you guys. Starting in September, this show is really turning into Sovereign Sobriety Podcast, which is a current thing on my YouTube channel. So if you're not following, go check it out and subscribe. That way you'll be tapped into these guest speakers. So my goal is for the Sovereign Sobriety Podcast is to get people who are in recovery. Okay, cons first. Okay. And it was a struggle. Thank you for letting me know what you want first. So my goal for Sovereign Sobriety is to have guests who are in recovery, who are doing really cool stuff. So that's something to look forward to in the near future, because we are almost in September. I'm still wavering on exactly what I'm doing as far as group coaching and offers for September, but I really, really, really want to do some kind of group coaching. I just have a lot going on, but I really do. So it might be last minute, but just be on the lookout for some cool stuff for September. Okay, so the cons. So 10 cons, which I didn't come up with, but maybe as I'm talking, I might be able to come up with 10, but of quitting alcohol. So 10 cons. First one is, well, I already said it. It was the buzz. I said, but you can get that from somewhere else. Naturally buzz. So yoga, exercise, running, ice baths, cold showers, cold exposure. There's something that I drink. It's called psychedelic water. If you go in the link in my bio, you'll see the link for psychedelic water. Psychedelic water literally gives me a buzz. It makes me feel kind of fuzzy and tingly, and it gives me a buzz. It is all natural. The main source of it is kava. It does kind of keep me up though, so I have to be careful of how late I drink it. But it's usually like my Saturday go-to beverage of choice instead of obviously drinking alcohol, which I used to think, oh, I'm not going to have any fun anymore. Oh my God. Literally, you have so much more fun. So let's go. We're going to keep going with the cons. Okay. The cons are like bars are actually kind of toxic for me. Like I go in there and I'm like, these people are drunk. They stink. They're obnoxious. They get in your face. Maybe they're touchy feely. Maybe they're hitting on you, or maybe, they can't even, or maybe they start an argument, or maybe they're loud. Maybe they're singing at the top of their lungs, but you're put in this situation with all this energy that is not your energy. And it's intoxicated energy, which is like toxic. I mean, alcohol literally is poison. It is putting poison in your body. It is not worth one drop. Once you commit to being sober, and you have to commit to yourself of getting healthy, of healing, of being able to actually live life on life's terms, because the whole thing with drinking too much alcohol is you're not facing reality. You are living a lie. You're living a lie. You're living a lie. Okay. So this one I wasn't sure about. I wrote a con is I get less sleep. I get less sleep. And then I wrote question mark, question mark, question mark, ha, ha, ha. So I was like, do I get less sleep? Because I used to pass out. So I drank to the point of passing out, blacking out. My whole life was basically a blackout until I got sober for real. And so I was like, I have a zest for life. I want to do as much as I can. I'm always like plugged in, learning, doing things to help people, doing things that make me feel good, tapping into like life force, that life force energy. Hey, Happy Human Project, what's up? Nice to see you. I love the little smiley. Okay, so I think that I get less sleep now than when I was drinking. Just saying. Okay, so that was on the list. Number 4 is you'll lose relationships. Honestly, it's pretty inevitable. So be prepared that you might lose relationships. And honestly, I have to tell you, like, I lost, a relationship that I was in at the time when I got sober this time around. My boyfriend at the time that was living with my son and I for 4 years. When I got sober, he literally broke up with me, and he was living here for a little bit. Finally, he was like he wasn't helping me stay sober, wasn't supporting me. He was coming home late at night. I was trying to get sleep. I was doing a transformation, and I literally was like, get out. Like, don't come back. Like, if you're not coming, you can't like help me through this sobriety process, and you broke up with me, then get the F out. So that didn't end well. But yeah, but even recently, I've lost a couple relationships because I'm not willing to accept toxic behavior and people who are not nice to me, because they're drinkers, or they're not like, on solid ground, and they might just like bounce. They might just flip the frick out on you because they're not well. Does that make sense? Are you guys giving me hearts over here on Instagram? I love you. So recently, I had a falling out with like my best friend in the whole wide world for since I was 15. And it was because I wasn't going to tolerate somebody mistreating me anymore, because I've finally, worked hard to have the self-respect, the self-love, the healthy boundaries. And so it's It's definitely a con. You're going to lose relationships, but most likely they're toxic relationships. So just be prepared. Be prepared. Okay, number 5. You're facing life and reality like you're facing it head on. So before, when you used to, like, you had a challenge, oh my god, I'm so depressed, I can't believe this, I got fired from my job, drink, 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 drink. And so basically you are literally facing your crap with emotions, and you're not turning to a drink and blacking out, checking out, like thinking it's going to go away because you're drinking. It doesn't go away. It just gets worse. And it just starts to like build and build and build and build and build. Um, it's Zio. You're my buddy. What's up? Nice to see you. Okay. Yeah, so facing reality. Yeah. So you can't fake it so much anymore, cuz once you get sober, you start on this real personal journey of self-healing and personal development, and healing, self-healing, self-development, spiritual awakening. It's a lot of different aspects of healing from, living a life of being chained to something outside of yourself, and also attracting toxic relationships. So your whole life you're kind of you're faking it, like. And so I kind of struggled with coming up with 10. So this was the last one I came up with. So it was a struggle to come up with cons. But number 7 is you're living a lie and you think nobody knows it. You're living a lie and you think nobody knows it. They totally know it. They're just afraid to deal with it. Or they've tried to deal with it and they got pushback, so they had to like let it go. I literally lived my whole life with nobody. Maybe once there was a little intervention because I did a like pretty bad thing. Like it was pretty bad. Like really bad. Embarrassed the crap out of myself and I barely showed up for my son's christening. Not a proud moment, not a proud mom. So yeah. So you think no one knows? They totally know. Whether they choose to have an intervention and choose to try to like help you, who knows? But so those are the 7. So now the fun part. Let's get into the pros. Are you guys ready for the pros? Drum roll. The pros of quitting alcohol. Life after no alcohol. Okay, here we go. The number one is you're healthy. You are living a much healthier life. And part of that is if you're a parent, or if you're a daughter, a son, a brother, a sister, a friend, a coworker, any relationship you have, it's going to be much healthier. Yay! Healthy relationships. Yay! Okay. Number 2. This is an interesting one, but your eyes get clearer. Oh, cold water, by the way, Jeff, makes your eyes like pop. Clarity in your eyes. So if you meet somebody and they're a drinker, you basically can kind of like see that they have inflammation in their belly. So inflammation in the belly, and their eyes are just kind of, it's like they're not clear. I used to get worried that I was gonna get like those. I was getting worried because I was starting to get the I don't know what it's called, but the veins in your nose when you drink a lot, and my eyes were like reddish like all the time. And then like when you have liver problems and they start to get yellow, jaundice. So your eyes get clear. Number 3, it's part of kind of what I just said. You're less bloated. You lose weight. You start to like deflate because the alcohol is causing inflammation. It's like sugar, it's basically like sugar turns into sugar. So you are addicted to alcohol, which turning into sugar. So then it could also have so many repercussions in your health, really bad. I personally had crazy, crazy high blood pressure, and I was stressed out, full of anxiety. And so it was kind of, here I am drinking alcohol. It's a depressant. So then I'm depressed. So then they're like trying to give me antidepressants. And I'm also on like high, whatever, you call, high, what is it called? Dosage of the blood pressure medicine. I mean, now I'm diminishing. I'm just cutting back, especially with the cold water. So cold water helps with that as well. My blood pressure and my heart rate is like, it's crazy. So cold water therapy, it is the jam. Okay. Yeah, you wake up, no hangover. How amazing. What a blessing. You wake up in gratitude. Like, oh my God, like I'm not hungover. I actually like feel good. And trust me, in the beginning, like the first 30 days is it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like the first 30 days is the hardest. The first year is the hardest. But you know what? We do hard things. That's why I love getting in cold water, because it tests you and it gives you strength, right? Hi Shirley. Oh my God, it's been forever. Jeff says, well done. Good on you. Yeah. So the reason why I do cold water is because it really builds strength to do other things that you might think are hard, but then you do cold water and you're like, if I can get in a ice bath for 5 minutes, then I can totally do this, right? Okay. How are you, Shirley? You guys, some of you guys are really in different time zones. It's really late or really early. Surely it's probably early for you. Jeff, I think it's really late for you. So I have people all over the world connecting, and it's really amazing. And I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I'm really grateful, really grateful. Okay, let's move on. We're on number 6. You become more fearless. Yeah, you're not as afraid to just try new things, because you almost have. Where are you, happy human? You're on East Coast? Are you on East Coast? Where are you? I'm in South Jersey. 2 a.m., 11 a.m. Look at you guys. We are all over. Yeah, it's at 9:10 here. So yeah. So wherever you are, happy human. Oh, wait, are you in Jersey? All right, let me know. Let me know over here. We got a lot of chat going on over here on Instagram. I love it. Yay. Okay. So you become more fearless. You really have no choice. Like, you have to step outside your comfort zone. You were used to grabbing a drink, whether you were celebrating, whether you were depressed, whether you were like, however you were managing your emotions, whether they be celebratory or depression, you were using something outside of yourself to cope. And so you become more fearless in life in general when you stop drinking, because you have to get brave and you have to gain a little bit more confidence. So how do we do that? We have to work on ourselves. We have to work on ourselves, our self-healing, our self-worth, because typically there's 0 when you are an addict, really. So it's just a baby step process of learning and growing and becoming, healing yourself. Okay. So that was number 6. Number 7 is, eliminate toxic people. It's a pro and a con. It's a pro and a con. So when you start to heal, you'll gain that self-worth, and then you learn healthy boundaries, and then you're like, no, toxic vampire, I am not going to allow you in my life anymore. So maybe you love that person at a distance, right? So that's the thing. Yeah. Shirley says, yes, agree. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just, everything is happening for your greatest and highest good. Even if it doesn't seem like it at first, eventually you're like, oh, wow, I can see why that happened and the blessings in that pain. So, I show up because my pain became my passion. My passion to help people is through my pain. And who would have thought I would have had to deal with that narcissistic, abusive relationship? But God was like, girl, you can handle this. And once you do, you're going to be able to help people, because a lot of people are not aware. A lot of people don't talk about it, and a lot of therapists don't know about it or haven't experienced it. I experienced a full-on relationship and all the like things. So unfortunately, I get to share with my clients and help my clients heal because I actually had to go through it. So it happens for you. It's all good. Unhealthy ties, not good. Yeah, I know. Unhealthy is not good. Toxic people will try to suck you dry. Okay, number 8. Oh, this is such a beautiful one, as it kind of like segues from the last topic. True meaningful relationships. You actually then create healthy relationships that, people come into your life once you start to heal and you are okay. It's the law of attraction. You're manifesting that. If you're good and you're healthy, then you're going to attract somebody who is on the same level, unless you go through the path that I did. But it's all good. We heal, and everything's temporary. Nothing's permanent. Everything's temporary. Nothing's permanent. I also, a little spiritual take on it is, I believe that we are souls in these bodies. Our souls are eternal. So once we leave this meat suit, this earth, this shell of a body, we go somewhere else. We go, and we're constantly healing. So we're taking past life experiences, and we're growing, and we're learning, and we're correcting karma, all these things. It's just this evolution of being, a soul. It's wild. Shirley says, well done. You did it so good. I know, man. Woo! Man, it was dicey. I started to lose myself. I lost oh yeah. It's a wild ride, man. We're on this, I like to say, go with the flow or riding the waves. Hey Ryan, nice to see you, meet you, all the things. So, we're on this roller coaster ride, and sometimes you got to hold on for dear life. And then other times you're like, yeah, this is the fun times. But if it was always the fun times, then we wouldn't know they were fun, because it was all like, right? So we have to have the ups and the downs and the woo, but everything's temporary. Nothing's permanent. So just, move on. The past is the past. The future is, we can consciously create it, but we can't like live there and live in that fear. It's right now. Like right now, we only have right now, the clock. Now. I tell my clients, if you're upset, is anything wrong with you right this second? And they're like, no. I'm like, yeah, nothing. Because you're breathing, you're alive. Okay. Number 9, less stressful. Like I said, I lowered my blood pressure. So when you quit drinking, you're so much less stressful. I mean, honestly, I was just living, I was like a crazy brain, I was like rushing. I was a hot mess, by the way, literally to the point where I would have to drink like in the morning to leave the house to stop the shakes. I mean, really, really horrible, which that brings me back to like the healthy parent thing. It's just such a blessing. And my relationship with my son changed so much when I got sober this time around. Okay. And the last one is you get to plan your life. Like you get to really, really like consciously plug into your healing, to your relationships, to creating a well-balanced, healthy life, like you can have a good career, relationship, wealth, health, and then relaxation and vacation. So you really, really get to consciously create a new life for yourself. And you get to kind of basically for me, I was basically fresh start, rebirth. I became a new person. I really did. And honestly, I really don't remember much of my past. Like I said, I blacked out all the time. So, welcome to the new life of sobriety. So all I have to say is, if you're sober curious, really, really do your own list. Okay. Like literally create your own list, the pros and cons, and see what you come up with after watching this video. If you want more tips, make sure to follow or subscribe to my channel. And so good. Yes, thank you, Shirley. I'm so glad to see you here. It's funny that it's late here, it's early there. I'm a night owl, so especially in the summer when my son is off of school, it's a free for all. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm also, like I said, oh, Shirley. Oh yeah, Shirley says me too. I'm in this Organifi contest. I don't know if you found your green juice or if they're shipping it there, but I'm in this contest. I'm trying to win an Ice Barrel 300. So you guys, if you have any interest in Organifi, it is like the company kind of changed my life, really. So ask me questions, use my code KARMA. You get 20% off your order at checkout. And what was I going to say? You help me out. And oh yeah, the company is just, it's the purest of the pure. The green juice I do every morning. And you've got some, okay, cool. Airing, I don't know what that means. Oh, arriving. You have some arriving. Okay, so you worked that out. Okay. So before I jump off, ask me questions while I'm still here. I love Q&A. Yeah, Organifi Green's the best. So you guys help me win the Ice Barrel 300. You guys know how I love ice baths so much. The contest is through the 31st. So if you have any questions about the products, I live off of all the products. My most favorite would be the Sunrise to Sunset, which is the green morning, red afternoon, gold at night, and sleep like a baby. Yes, it is the best. Okay, so Jeff says, how long did it take you to be comfortable with your action to become sober? How long did it take me to become comfortable with my action to become sober? Meaning comfortable to make the decision? Is that what you mean? Yeah, I'm not sure. So my journey, this is not my first time rodeo. I had been sober 2 times prior. One time was about 8 months. Another time was, yeah, they're all so good, Shirley. Oh my gosh. The gold, I especially love at night. And now they're going to be coming out with pumpkin spice gold, which is so good. Feel comfortable. Oh, I didn't think I was getting the question right. So, no, that's all good. It's, hard to, describe the experience. How long did it take me to get comfortable? I really think the first 30 days is the most challenging. And then the next 30. So I think like the first 60 days or maybe 90 days are definitely the hardest. Now, here's another thing that I did, which this might help you guys. So I'm also, besides us being a spiritual practitioner, life coach, I am also a transformation coach. And I started that 1 month into my sobriety. I started doing a 90-day transformation program and certification to become a coach. So my first month I was sober. My second month I started this transformation program. Okay, I love you. Yes. Bye, Shirley. Have a great rest of your day. Good morning and good night to me. Thank you for showing up, Shirley. Love you. Okay. So, Jeff, you're welcome. But so what I did was, the second month I started this program, and it was part of the guy that created Organifi, Drew Canoli. he had a company called Fit Life TV, and he had a transformation program, and I wanted to do it so bad, especially 1 month into my sobriety. I was like, I can change my life, do a transformation, and really, really then change lives. And it just was one of the biggest blessings that I could have ever done. So the program literally changed my life. So then the next 90 days, I was plugged in. I lost like 35 pounds. I did this other contest. I won $1,000. I became the transformation coach, changed my lifestyle, really plugged in. And, the rest is history, where I just have kept moving forward in my recovery and just my journey in general. So I'm also a booty yoga instructor. And right now I've got 2 other programs that I'm working on completing. So it's just becoming a student for life and learning and growing. I will say that I've been blessed with a gift to be able to help others. And, it's not only, the magic wand that's on my desk. It's just the magic within us that we just have to tap into and learn about ourselves, so then that we can give out and help others. So I am incredibly grateful and blessed that I got this chance, because I ruined 2 other times when I was sober. And it was like do or die. I really hit the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of the bottom. And I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to finally get it and make big change, and also be a very present mom. And so that's why I show up today, is just to help others. I get emotional because I know where I was, and I know nobody has to live that way. And so, yeah, you're free. You're free. You do not have to live the way that you were living. So if you have any questions or any specific topics you do want me to cover, let me know. You can inbox me, and have a great night, guys. Don't forget, if you want more tips, make sure to follow. And you can also sign up for my newsletter at KarenKane.com. I am newly committed to sending out an Wellness Wednesday email once a week, which just started last Wednesday. So, so much to do, so many things. That's why I sleep less. Thank you so much, Jeff. God bless everybody, and you're welcome. Thanks for being here. Peace, love, and be well. Bye, guys. Oh, so just so you know, on Instagram, I'm also on YouTube and Facebook right now. So I kind of like blast all over the world.